TJ Watt chucking the deuces up on his IG story. AJ, have we got any update? Have you heard any update on what the hell is going on over in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania?
Tone, I'd love to hear what you have heard from your insiders, but from everything we know, they're at a standstill. That's all I've heard. I've heard that word standstill a few times. Tone, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, everything I have seen on the internet is that TJ in the contract talks is not going great right now. He wants more.
Have they ever been close? Like, do we know even the parameters? Have they?
Well, potentially
anything?
The rumor is he wants more than Myles Garrett, and it feels like the Steelers, potentially don't want to go. They didn't think it would be that high, but that's kind of what you get for waiting on these deals. Because if it would have got done earlier, maybe the number wouldn't have been 40. But no, this was concerning. Like last time, TJ had his contract talks and he kicked the door down. And he said, "Hey, agents, I'm getting this done. I need to play football." There was none of this that happened, so it feels different this time. It's a bit worrisome. I don't know what the future is going to be. I don't know if they are going to get a deal done. He's got 1 year left. Would he hold out? That last time he got a contract, he didn't go to training camp and he didn't participate in training camp until he got his contract done. So it's definitely something to watch right now. It's interesting, and I don't love it. I don't love it, if we're being honest.
TJ Watt, we talked about this early in the hour. We don't know what it means. Cohen said that he has heard that TJ wants more than Myles Garrett, which is like $4.8 million a year. And if you're TJ, I think that would certainly be a competition piece between Myles Garrett and yourself, which has obviously been defensive MVP, yada, yada, sack, all that stuff for like the better part of the last decade here. What do you know about this situation? Deal not getting done between TJ and the Steelers, Ian? Is that a potential reality at this point?
Well, it's hard to imagine that's a potential reality because when the Steelers have wanted to sign a player and the Steelers have wanted to commit to a guy, generally they have got it done. Now, it's not always on the timeline we all want, right? Like, it's not always on the timeline of like right now where I could just hit send on the tweet and just kind of move on from there. A lot of times these deals happen right before training camp. Because remember, the Steelers have a policy of not negotiating into the season. So right before training camp is a time, and then right before the season is a time. Like there have been deals that have gotten done in Pittsburgh, I think like the Saturday night before the season. So there is time. Now, if TJ Watt wants to be paid more than Myles Garrett, I would say that makes sense. I mean, you could argue who's better. You could argue if you were fielding a team, who would you rather have? But you really can't argue that the statistics are that much different. I mean, there are two premium elite pass rushers, still in their prime, even though both are a little bit older than, the early 20s or whatever. I would imagine that's what he's shooting for. Will he get it? I don't know, because that's more of a decision. Like at some point in the process, does he go, all right, I have enough and we're okay? But I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he's aiming for. And that's kind of what this offseason has been about, because Micah Parsons is aiming for the same.
Well, the interesting thing here is Jimmy Haslam, yet again, is putting other teams' ownerships in a bind with wild contracts. Did it with Deshaun Watson, and I thought it was maybe like he was trying to big bank take little bank convo. Now with Myles Garrett, knowing that there's a bunch of defensive ends that need to be paid, like, all right, I'll pay him quarterback money, see if everybody else can keep up. We might suck. Hey, we might suck, but everybody else won't be able to keep up. We can ruin other people's teams, too.